So you're welcome back. So in this video we are going to learn how to build a simple blog website, or the purpose of this video is to learn how to call an API from a backend. So we are going to use a fake backend API called JSON placeholder, and after that, this one is an online version and it has a prepared data. So the data in that place is, you can only get it, but even if you do a post or a delete request, it will not work the way you want. To just show you that it has been deleted, so all request is true, but when you refresh, it will just come back to the original state. So because of that, we want our delete and post to be like this one, so that when we want to delete something like this, we see it updated in real time, not just showing us successfully, but it will not update in real time. So that is why we are going to use this JSON server, which is offline, to have our own custom data and custom structure. So with this, we are going to build a simple blog that the users can view a blog only when they are logged in, and only the admin can delete, update, or create a blog. So we'll try our best to finish this video within an hour 30 minutes. So let's begin. So the first thing we want to do, we've already created our blog component, but it's not here. So let's do that. So let's add our blog component. Okay, it's already here, blogs is here. So what I want to do is, the first thing is, when we arrive at this blog, we don't want this navbar to be showing. They will have our own custom navbar. So let's see how we can achieve that. Now, if it was when our blog was like this, that would have been possible. That would have been very easy. That's what I'm used to. But we'll crack our head together and we'll see how we can achieve this. Okay, so one idea I have is to use an atom. So because an atom is a global variable, so before I'll tell you why I want to use an atom, let's go to our blogs. So I think again, let's close all of this that we don't need. Then this is our sign up, we don't need it again. So now we want to do with blogs. So remember, the purpose of this video is just to show you some of the functionalities, not CSS. So that is why notice that our CSS is not the focus. So I've already taught you how to style CSS to, I think, look something like this, so just bear that in mind. So let's go to our blog container, our blog component. Then we want to use a hook that comes when we install the React add-on to get this part. So if we can get this part, then we'll have an array of an item that we don't want to show. So for example, if I come here, let's check. Oh, it will still work as before, so we don't even need to pass through a use state because the navbar is here. Nice. So I thought I removed it. So we'll do that in our app component. So we are going to use a hook called, let path be equal to use location, use location, like so. Then we want to create another variable, let no nav equal to an array of the path I don't want our nav to be, so it will be slash blog So what I want to do is to make this a conditional rendering. So we have our no nav dot includes path dot path name equal to okay, if it is included, so we don't need to put an equal to there. Then and if it is true, show this. But now we want it when it is not true. So when it is not true, it will not show the nav. So let's do that. So you see, it's not showing the nav. So we now want to have our custom nav here. Let me see, 40 minutes. So let's see what we can do. My solar inverter just went off, and we'll try our best. So what we can do here now is to create our own blog nav. So to create our own blog nav, we'll create a component for that. So let's name this blog nav. So inside that we have the file called blog nav.jss. Then we have our FCE. So this one is not much, so we'll still need our, so we want the same styling of the original nav, so we'll just put import dot and forward slash dot and forward slash, no, not this, dot and forward slash nav slash, not that, nav dot scss. Then just put here as our nav id nav. Then we want to use the same things that we use in our nav bar, so let's look for that so that we'll not waste time. So we want to use a UL and this, so just copy some of this, just copy this and remove the ones that we don't want. So we have a UL, then we'll paste this. So we don't need a key here, so this should be clean. Then to this we write our path by ourselves. So this is not a big list, so we can use this one. So forward slash should go to the home component. So this will be to go back home. Then this will be to go to my so we have the blogs, so we have the blog here. This is meant to be on its own list. Link So that is it. So the next thing that we'll do is to make this down. So this will be our create blog. So this will be our create blog. Then this will be our, the next will be our, this one goes nowhere, this one is just to okay, this one goes somewhere, this one will be sign in, this one will be sign in, so this one will be sign in, and we'll have our sign up. So we'll arrange this later. Sign up. Sign up, and this will be our sign up. Then the last one will be our sign out. So this our sign out goes nowhere, so to just be an asterisk, and we'll have our sign out. So the create blog, the sign in, the sign out, and this. So if we do this, we need to import it in our blogs. So we are going to have a h1 here, all blogs, then below, then above it we now have our nav, blog, nav, so let's see how this shows. Error, link is not defined. Why do I always sorry, why do I always forget this? So I need to import link. So I think that is the only imports. Okay, so that is it. So you see that is using the same CSS for the nav bar. So this how it works. So if I click home, I'll go back to the home. If I click on blog, I have this. So I can click on the sign in, which is this. So if I want my sign in not to be among the ones that will be opened, to be there, then my sign up too will also be there. So my sign in and my sign up. So if I click my sign up, okay, let's see, I think there's one that should throw an error. My sign in should throw an error, yes. So what we want to do now is to go back to our app. So we want to include those routes as a route that we don't want it to show the main nav bar. So we have our sign in, we have our sign up, then we have our create. So if I do that now, if I click my blogs, if I click my blog, so you see I have my sign up now. It's not showing here. So my sign up show me this. Yes, I hope I spelled it correctly. Sign in, sign up. So let's check. Blog is working. Sign in is working. But our sign up is not working. So let's check sign up. Should work. Oh, I didn't put slash. I knew there was an error, so that I will know where I will start fixing. So, and that is it. So another way to fix this now is in our sign in and in our sign up page we need to also put those nav. So this is just quick fix. So in my sign up, I need to put the nav bar as the first item here. So blog nav so I still have that. So if I go to the sign up, I have this my sign in. So we don't have a sign in yet, and just have the blog and the home. So let's create this other component for this. So we need to create the blog, the sign in, then the sign out goes nowhere. So just these two components and add it to our routes. So let's do that. So I have my component sign in. So we have that sign in.jss, then arrow AFCE. So we have that. Then next we will now have sorry, excuse me, we will now have our create blog, then we're going to have our component now. So here's our create blog, this is it here. Then create blog.js, then arrow AFCE, so what we are going to do now is to go to our routes data and add the following. So let's use the one that has a null, because we don't want it to show on the main nav. So here the path will be what? Sign in. Then we need our sign in component, sign in, which is this, then to be none. Then we also need our create, then this will be our create blog, and that is it. So on the main page you will not see any of those, but if I come here, I click my create, I will see this. So I have to put my nav bar here in my create. So let's go to our create, Ctrl X. So we have blog nav. So I'm doing this because I just want to be using the same nav bar, and this is also to show you that in React you can decide when a nav bar will show and when it will not show. So I have my H1, create blog. So I also need the same thing in my sign in, but let me not forget to import this. I didn't forget that. Good. So now we are good to go. So by the time we enter here, there's nothing to fear again. So if we enter our blogs, we have our blog. So I have my sign in. Oh, why is my sign in not working? I have my sign in, I have my create blog, I have my sign up, and my sign in is not working. Sign, I did not put N in the original route. So let's check from my blog route. My blog now, put N here. So that's the error. So if you make a typo error, you have error. So blogs, sign in is working, and it's showing me create blog. So not an import error now, but a text error. So this is sign in. So that is it. So now we have this. Everything's working fine. So the next thing that we want to do now is we want to install our JSON server. While we are installing it, we are going to create an atom for user info. So to do that, come back here and press and type in npm. Okay, this is the first project, which is using JSON placeholder. So that is for that, and I was busy doing that of the second project. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change this to blogs for JSON placeholder and blog for JSON server, so that it's only when we enter the one for blog for JSON server that will have this feature. But the one for only when we enter the one for the JSON server that will have this feature. But when we enter the one for the JSON placeholder, it will show in this normal navbar. So let's do that, because that one will not take time for us to do before my system goes off. Okay, or better still, we can continue with this and do that one later. It must not come first. So what we want to do now is let us install our JSON server. So npm install JSON server. So while it's installing, let's create an atom. So we already have this. So let's get an atom for user.jsx, then export const user info equal to an atom. Remember, your parentheses an object key. So the key will be user info, not info, then comma, then the default value will be an object, then is logged in will be false, then we have data that is empty. So this data will have the details that we need from our JSON server. So what we want to do now is this. If I click on this and I'm not logged in, it should direct me to the sign in page automatically. So if I click here, it should direct me to the what? To the sign in page. Only when I'm logged in that I can access the blog. So let's do that. So if I go to my blog, from what we learned from our use effect, we can use effect to do that. So use effect. So remember, this part of this video is application. We've learned the theory, so I will not waste much time, but I'll still explain as much as I can. So we want it to run only once. And remember, you can have many use effects to do different things based on your application need. So I will need a redirect. So let's redirect be equal to use navigate. Remember, we use this to programmatically redirect without the use effect, without the link tag. Then next, I need my atom. So I need to read that atom for our user, and because the user has not, the login is false, it will redirect to the sign up page. So I need let user be equal to use recoil value user info. Very good. Then what I want to check here now is if user dot is logged in is not true, so I'll put a not here. So if the person is not logged in, redirect to / sign in. So let's test that. So you see, I come here very fast, I cannot access that. So that is what we want to do. Then we want to make sure that only when a user that has an admin access this page can the person see this create block. If not, we don't want it to be here. So we'll do this. So we are going to do this now. So we are going to go to the blog nav, So we also need to have this, to use the use recoil value. So in the blog nav, I need this, but don't forget to import the use state and the user info. I mean the use recoil value and the user info, unless you have to run at you. So we have that. So just like we did in our nav, so that will not waste time. Just like we did in our nav. Where is it? In our nav. Let's use that condition. So we use this styling. So I'll copy this. So if the role, so let's just paste that here. So if the now the condition now is if the user data dot row not equal to admin, then it will not show, but if equals to an admin, it will show. So by this now, the crate nav will not be showing. Only when a user logs in as an admin that the person will show. So we've done two things now. So the next thing that I want to do now is this. I want to be able to create a sign-in feature so that when the user sign in, the state will change and this will work. So let's create our JSON server, the offline version. So it has finished installing. So the way we normally do that is to come to to make it easier, to come to the root folder and have a folder called data like this. Then inside it you have db.json, db.json. Now JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation, so it starts with an object, then you need a resource. Now the rule of JSON is that it's just like an object, but any variable name or any string must be in double quotes. So this resource is for my user. I'll create my blog on very soon. Then is an array. Then inside here I need a user. So user should have an ID, and this ID should be an email, which is amadechile2 @gmail.com. Then the next thing is just like our sign-in field, the full name. So the full name will be Amadi Blue. Then the gender will be male. Then the terms will be true. This is a boolean. So what else do we need? So in our sign up, let's check. In our sign up, we have the full name and we have the password. So the password will be what? So let me use the one I used when I was practicing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 age 1. What did I use there? Was it and if not, to update it. So this is it. So this is just a demo example of a user. No, not that. So I will have Amadi3 and we'll miss the row. So the row here of this will be a normal user, then the row of this will be an admin. let's remove this extra one. So this is it. So how do we get access to this? So the first step is we need to start up this JSON server. It's different from our live server, but we need an easy way to start it, just like our npm run dev is to add a script here. So this is also a JSON file. So I will put here JDB, which is my JSON database, then in quotes JSON server minus watch, then the path to the JSON server is ./data. Let's see, ./. Thought I was seeing some IntelliSense. Okay, data/db.json, then we choose the port port 8000. So we start at port 8000. So let's start up our JSON server now. So this is a script, and I know it because I've been using it for some time, so that's stuck in my brain. So let's wait for this to start, and we're soon going to pause. I'm going to soon close the video and make it later, because we have not even finished this one, but I would have made it 2. So npm run jdb. So if I hit enter, the jdb, I hope it's not JSB I typed. Okay, jdb. So hit enter. So it's going to run this script, and if everything works, we are going to see the resources we have inside. Very good. So it has worked. So this is our resource. So next we need to install a package that we can use. Now we want to do our login. So the algorithm we want to use is this. We want to be able to access this resource, then to get a user. So the person that want to sign up will have to sign up with an email and a password. So if we get the email, we'll check if the password that the person typed corresponds with this, and if yes, we are going to log in and update these data. Everything here has data inside the atom, so that by then the navbar for our nav blog will now know that, oh, the person logged in is not an admin, so the person cannot create, or the person that logged in is an admin, so the person can create. So that is the logic we want to use. So we are going to do that very, very soon.